you, Jorge. Hi, Nancy, Alberto, Yadira, Abraham. Great to see you guys. So let's get started. Let's get moving. I'm going to open up the book on page. What page is it? I'm trying to. There it is. Where's my book though? Here it is. All right. So let me start sharing. Here it is. And yesterday we did a little bit about animals, a little bit about some weird animals that we kind of took one animal and then combined it with another to make a new one. Now, we're gonna do a little bit of classifying the animals that we saw. So yesterday we talked about the difference between pets, which are animals that live in my house, that I feed, I give them food, I give them a house, I give them, love, and they give me company instead. So animals that I can have inside of my house or, in my backyard. We also mentioned farm animals, which are the ones that, as the name says, live in a farm, but really that they live in a very big extension of land alongside crops. So like you would have a very big terrain, and then you would have cows and pigs and things living next to your corn, tomatoes, rice, or whatever it is that you planted. Next, we had the wild animals. We said wild animals are the ones that live outside. They get their own food. They don't have a home necessarily, so they can't depend on humans. Everything that they eat and everything that they do is for them, and they are not domesticated. We also mentioned water animals. As the name says, animals that live in a body of water, animals that live in the river, in the ocean, in lakes, etc. And finally, land animals, which are the ones that live on solid ground. So like me, I live on solid ground. I walk on the surface. So that's me being a land animal. So any animal that has to walk on a solid surface, that's a land animal. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take all of those animals that we talked about yesterday, and we're going to categorize them into those five categories. Which of the animals that I saw, the frog, the shark, the horse, etc., are they pets? Are they farm animals? Are they wild, water, or land animals? So that's all we gotta do. Categorize them. We have a handy dandy table here in the book in the same page that we worked on yesterday. This is page 65, but you could also do it in your notebook if you wanted. So I'm just going to take all of those animals that I saw yesterday, dog, cat, cow, gorilla, etc., and put them in their correct category. Any questions, you guys, about the exercise? No? Okay, no. I see some of you have already started. I see Erika and Nancy are like super focused writing already. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Let me know when you have your categories, and then we'll go ahead and check that we are all on the same page. I'll be right here if you have any questions. I'm going to pause the recording for a bit. All right, so our first category is pets. So I'm gonna start with Abraham. which of the animals that we saw yesterday can we put in the pet category?
Yeah. Dog,
Okay, dog. What else?
cat,
Cat, obviously.
and spider.
A spider, yes. So an unconventional pet,
Dogs.
but some people absolutely do have spiders in their house, and snakes and tarantulas and all sorts of funky stuff. Very good. Nancy, anything you want to add to pets? Or do you agree?
Pets también.
Yes. Is there anything you want to add? Anything else that we missed? Or do you agree with dog, cat, and spider?
Pig.
Yes.
A pig. Some people can have baby pigs as a pet. Absolutely. Have you seen the little tiny teacup pigs? So yes, some people do keep pigs as a pet. Anything else?
Mouse.
A what? A mouse? Absolutely. Some people keep mice. Or
Rabbit.
maybe like hamsters, rabbits.
Hamster.
Absolutely, hamsters. I
Turtle.
A turtle, yes, 100%. A turtle. I feel like we're missing one. One that you can keep in a cage. One that can also be a wild animal, a bird, yes. So a bird can be a wild animal, say if it's I don't know, an eagle or a really big bird. But some people like to keep birds in their homes. So like little lovebirds so that they can sing and make their house sound nice. Okay, so those are my pets. Now, let's talk about farm animals. Yadira, what do we have for farm animals?
Horses.
Horses, absolutely. What else?
Pig.
The pig can also live in a farm.
Cow.
The cow, where we get our milk and cheese and everything delicious. What else?
Chicken.
The chicken, absolutely. A very classic farm animal. Anything else?
No recuerdo cómo se dice oveja.
Oh,
Sheep.
sheep. Sheep. Absolutely. Very good. Anybody else want to add something to the farm animals?
Hen.
The hen, the chicken or the hen, for sure. What else?
How do you say pato? Good.
Duck.
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 Ducks.
Very good. So we have all of those things and more in a farm. Moving
What
on.
is hen, teacher?
Hen is like the female of chicken. So the male is the
Gallina.
chicken and the hen is the female chicken, the woman chicken. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
You could also say, related to a chicken, we could also say rooster. Do you guys know what a rooster is?
Gallo.
Yes.
Pollo.
It's the one you hear when it's 5 in the morning and then you hear it and you're like, oh my God, the rooster, el gallo. Yes, very good. Moving on to wild animals. Lupita, what do we have for wild ones?
Tiger, bear.
Tiger, bear. Remember this one, we say bear instead of
Bear.
beer. Yes?
Okay.
Okay, tiger, bear, what else?
Elephant.
The elephant.
Giraffe.
The giraffe, absolutely. I haven't ever seen anyone have a pet giraffe. So I would say that's mostly a wild animal. What else?
That's all.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Lupita. Does anybody have anything else to add to wild animals?
Gorilla.
Zebra.
Okay, the
Lion.
gorilla, the zebra, the lion,
Shark.
the shark. Okay, it's a wild animal after all. You know, there's a bunch here. The crocodile, I don't know, the antelope, there's a bunch. But out of the ones that we had in the vocabulary, I think we're covered. Very good. Now, we have water animals and land animals. Erika, what would we put in water animals?
Fish, frog,
A fish, a
Shark.
frog,
shark. I don't know if polar bear can be in water animals because they swim.
they swim, they do. They swim and then they also stay on the ground. So they're like, you know, let's call it 50-50.
Okay.
I would say exclusively water. I think we're covered.
Yes.
Alberto, do you want to add anything or is this enough?
Wild,
Which one? Oh, a
Uh,
whale. Okay.
a whale.
A whale. What else?
Maybe penguins. I like penguins.
Okay, penguins for sure. Penguins, maybe dolphins too, right?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles, which are also like 50-50 sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, fantastic. And then the last one, land animals. Luis, what can we say for land animals?
Well, I have the last thing.
Which one?
It's cow, horse, deer,
Okay, cow, horse. What else?
deer, dog.
The bear, the dog. So pretty much all of them, from pets to farm to wild, most of them are also land animals. So, you know, we can put them in those two categories. Marisol, anything else you want to add to land animals?
Elephant.
The elephant, okay, absolutely. What else? Nobody has said the monkey,
Monkey.
right? The monkey is also a land animal. Are we
Zebra.
missing anything? The zebra, yes.
Spider.
Wolf.
Giraffe.
The wolf, the giraffe, the bear, the polar bear. Oh, we already mentioned it. What else?
Eagle.
The eagle. The eagle
Okay.
is it a land animal? It's more like an air animal,
Okay.
right?
Air animal. Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're covered. I think we're good. So those are my 5 categories of animals. Of course, if I wanted to add more, I could add more, but these are like the basic ones to sort our vocabulary from yesterday into. All right. So now that we know which animal lives where, and I know the names of a bunch of animals, what I'm going to have you guys do is to practice our writing a little bit. We're going to do something similar to what we saw here. Something very, very similar, except this time it's our turn to create the animal. Let's see. Maria Luisa, would you mind helping us read the instructions, please? Over here, number 4. Maria Luisa, are you there? Did I lose you? I think I lost her. Okay, never mind. Galia, can you help us read, please? Over here, number 4, your turn.
Yes. Create an animal like 2 once in exercise 1. Draw a
I'm sorry, continue.
Okay. Draw a picture of it and describe it to a partner.
Okay, thank you. So I'm not gonna make you draw, no worries. This isn't art class. So all I want you to do is use your imagination. Think of an animal like the ones that we saw in that exercise we did yesterday, where you take one animal, you take another one, you combine them, and we get an imaginary animal. Think about it. Maybe you can write it so you don't forget what it looks like. And then I will have you guys describe it to the class. For instance, let's say that my animal is part horse, part sheep. So I would say something like, my animal is big because it's like a horse, but it's white. It's white because it has like sheep fur. My animal lives on land because both the horse and the sheep live on land, and it has a horse tail, like the little, la cola has a horse tail, and it has a sheep face. So it has like a horse body with a sheep fur, a sheep face, but a horse's tail, and it's big. So something like that, think of two animals, combine them together, and then write about them a little bit, describe what they look like, what color are they, how big are they, do they have, which animal's face do they have, etc. Think about it. I'll give you guys a couple minutes, and then let me know when you have your animal so we can start sharing them with the class.
Teacher, with the animals, we can say it,
Yes.
or he, or she, or she.
So for animals, the rule, let's call it the rule, we usually use it.
Okay.
But sometimes, like in real life, for pets, you tend to use he or she because they're like a part of your family and you love them, so you don't want to say that they're a thing. But if we're talking about regular animals, we tend to use it.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Teacher, para las patas de los animales también se les dice legs.
You can call them legs if we're talking about like the entire extremity. If you're just talking about like this part here, you would say paw, like, oh, sorry, like this, paw.
Oh, okay.
So just for this part. So like the equivalent of the hand, that's the paw. The entire part is the leg.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. How's it going, kiddos? Any questions? Do we need a little bit more time? Are we halfway through? Almost done?
It's okay.
It's okay? Okay, finished? Luis, Nancy, Galia, how's it going? Ready? Israel? Yes? Yadira? Cool, beautiful.
I
All right.
think yes.
So let me see some hands. Who wants to go first? Tell us about your animal. Marisol, beautiful. Marisol, and then Cori. Marisol, go ahead, please.
My animal is part wolf and back. It's big. It's brown and black. It lives in a cave. It can fly and it's not wild. It eats berries.
Oh, it eats berries?
It eat berries.
Okay, remember, when we're talking about he, she, and it, we add the S at the end. So we would say it eats berries, right?
Berries.
Okay, fantastic. Very good. Sounds like a very funky, interesting animal. Thank you for sharing. Corina, whenever you're ready.
Yes. My animal is big. It has some black strips on its body. It is orange and it has 4 long yellow legs. Its face is very ugly. It is brown. It has small brown eyes. big nose, and horrible mouth. Its head is very small. It has straight hair. It has straight hair. It can walk, but it cannot fly. ¿Sí me entendió? Es que ando mala.
Yes, no, I could absolutely hear you, and you are going to give me nightmares with this animal. It sounds terrifying, but thank you so much for sharing. Very, very well described. It's pretty much a monster, right?
Sí. Thank
Okay,
you.
very good. Thank you, Karina. Erika, please go ahead.
My animal it's big, gray, and beautiful. It's 50% water animal and 50% land animal.
Okay.
I don't know if this is correct. The mouth is dolphin or the mouth?
Yes, the mouth. You can say the mouth, absolutely.
The mouth is dolphin and the tail is elephant. Is part dolphin and elephant.
Okay, and then it can, you said it's 50-50, so it can like go underwater, but also walk on land? Okay, very good. I love how Corina is like, this is horrible. It has a very ugly, it's a very ugly animal. It's terrifying. And then Erika is like, oh, it's beautiful. It's majestic. Very good. Excellent. Thank you.
Todo
Thank
lo
you, girl.
contrario, dijo
Todo lo
el mío.
contrario. Yes. All right. Anybody else, you guys? Any other participants? Abraham, please go ahead.
Yes. My animal is very big. It is part whale and eagle. It can fly. Its wings are brown and measure is 8 meters each. And it can also swim. Its color are iridescent on the wings and body is totally white. And it likes to go out into space.
That sounds very beautiful too. You mentioned this iridescent color, tornasol, right?
Yes.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds like a very mystical animal to look at. Very good. Thank you, thank you. Moving on to Abraham, please go ahead. Abraham, whenever you're ready.
Ya pasé.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that was Alberto. My bad. I was sure that was Alberto. Never mind then. Any more hands, you guys? Anybody else? Nancy, thank you. Please go ahead.
My animal is big. It's white, black, and gray. It's land animals. And they are beautiful. And they have four legs. And short tail. The elephant has two tusks. My animal is part elephant and part zebra.
Okay, so like the one that we had in our exercise, part elephant, part zebra. So let me just correct you. I understand we're talking about two animals combined, but it's just the one animal. So once you combine them, we only have one. So when you say they, we should be saying it, right? So you say, I understand you say they because you have the elephant and the zebra, but once you combine them, we just have the one, right? Okay, very good. Thank you, Nancy. And then Alberto, please go ahead.
Okay. My animal is big, but the other not much. They have hard skin and soft skin. The different colors like gray, orange, with a strip black or black strips.
Okay, like a zebra.
They live. Okay. No much. They live in Africa. Sometimes eat plants or other animals. Both are beautiful and wild animals.
Okay, fantastic.
Elephant with tiger.
So again, you said they because you're talking about, you know, tiger, elephant, but in the end, we just have the one animal, right?
Okay.
So it's two animals in one, but when we refer to it, we do say it. Otherwise, Great job. Excellent job. And then to close us off, let's hear Luis tell us about his mystical animal.
My animal is big. It's brown with black, and it has a big arm and big fingers. He has a little nose and is very strong. It's like back too much. It eats too much and is very lovely. Its name is Dogrilla.
Which one? What's the name?
Dogrilla.
Dogrilla. Nice. Excellent. And do you get to keep it as a pet?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Would you have that as a pet or as a wild animal? Because it's kind of both.
I have a pet.
But so this Dogrilla, would you have it as a pet in your house? Si
Yes.
existiera en la vida real, ¿lo tendrías de mascota? Like in your house?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I just hope it's not as aggressive as a real gorilla. Okay, wonderful.
It's
Thank
very lovely.
Very loving, very calm, like a dog. Okay, excellent, fantastic. All right, guys, well done. I'm very impressed with your crazy, funky animals. I had fun imagining them. So that closes our animal section, and now we're gonna move on to, we will still talk about animals a little bit, but this time we're gonna do a little bit of reading about some of the things that animals are doing. So imagine, picture it in your head. You are, you're in a zoo, or maybe you're in a safari, and you are looking at the animals in their natural habitat. So they're going to be doing different things. I want you to imagine that you are looking at them and maybe, you know, one of them is eating, another one is sleeping, another one is maybe fighting. I don't know. But we're going to read a little bit of, we're going to look at some pictures, and then you guys will tell me what they are doing. For instance, this elephant is moving its ears. Why do you guys think they are moving? Why do you guys think it is moving its ears? Then here we have a horse, which is like baring its teeth. Why do we think the horse is doing that? We have the monkeys, which are doing like this motion. Why do we think they're doing that? And the way that we're going to find out is by doing a little bit of listening. So we're going to listen to some animal facts, and then you guys will tell me why the animals are doing what they're doing. So we see them, we're walking along the zoo. I see that the horse is kind of smiling, but is it really smiling? Maybe it's doing something else. We're going to go ahead and listen to some animal facts, and then you guys will tell me the reason why they're doing the things they're doing. So let's get ready to listen. Hang on. I clicked the wrong button. Here it is. So I will start playing the recording. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Unit 7.
Yes? It said something like Unit 7. Did you guys get it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
beautiful. So we'll go ahead and listen to the clues. Well, we'll listen to the quiz first, and then we'll listen to the clues. Here we go.
Unit 7. What are the animals doing? Page 66. Reading. A quiz about animals. Exercise 2. Read and listen to the quiz. Do you know the answers? Circle your guesses. Use the clues to help you. Animals Actions Quiz. Animals are always busy. They do different things for different reasons. Sometimes the reasons aren't what you think they are. How much do you know about animals' actions? Take this quiz and find out. 1. Why is this elephant moving its ears? A. It's tired. B. It's hot. C. It's afraid. 2. What's this horse doing? A. It's smiling. B. It's laughing. C. It's smelling something. 3. What are these giraffes doing? A. They're fighting. B. They're dancing. C. They're playing. 4. What's this frog doing? A. It's drinking. B. It's singing. C. It's eating. 5. What are these monkeys doing? A. They're playing. B. They're fighting. C. They're cleaning each other. Click on the link to get clues.
All right, so that's the quiz. And then it says click on the link to get clues. We don't have a link, but we do have the clues right here. So I will have you guys help me read them so that we can answer that quiz that we just heard. Lupita, would you mind helping us with clue for number 1?
I can see this.
Is it too small?
Clue, yes. Clue for number 1, elephants move their ears to stay cool.
Yes, very good. So their ears are, you know, these. These are the ears. Obviously, an elephant has gigantic ears. Very good. For number 2, Fatima, can you help us read the second clues, please? Sorry, the second clue.
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead. Horses? Fatima, I think you're on mute. I think we lost her. So let me ask Alberto, can you help us with number 2, please? Horses?
It's
Oh, there she goes.
it's long here.
Long hair, where? We're talking about number 2, this one in the blue. Clue for number 2.
Sí me dijo la 2, ¿verdad?
Yes, horses show.
A ver. It's long head.
Oh, but I mean, can you help us read the clue? Aquí en la tablita donde dice clue.
Ajá.
Eso es lo que quiero que leas. Esto de aquí.
Ah,
Not you were giving us the answer.
horse.
Yes.
Ay, perdón. Horse short their depth, then they use their nose.
Yes, they show their teeth. Teeth. These are my teeth. So they show their teeth when they use their noses. So when they smell something, right? Now for number 3, Nancy, can you help us read, please?
Yes. When they cheat angry, giraffes use their long necks to hit each other.
Yes. So instead of punching like a human might, the giraffe uses the neck to fight. Very good. Clue for number 4, Yadira, can you help us, please?
Yes. Male frogs make sounds from a sack under their mouths.
Yes. So they make a sound like when you hear ribbit, ribbit. That is what they're doing when they inflate under their mouth, right? Very good. And then last one, last but not least, Israel, can you help us with number 5, please?
Sure, teacher. Monkeys often take bugs and dirt out of each other's fur.
Yes. So what they do is monkeys get dirty because they live outside, obviously. So what they do is if you're friends with a monkey, they kind of go and they're like, oh, here's a bug. And then here's some dirt so that they clean each other, right? Okay. So how do you guys feel now that we have this information? How do you feel about answering the quiz? Ready?
Ready.
Good.
Yes.
Corina, go ahead, please.
Miss, what's the meaning? In the clue number 5, what's the meaning monkey? Ay, es que ya la quitó.
Oh, I'm showing it now. Monkeys often take bugs and dirt out of each other's fur. Do you see it?
Sí. Sí, what's the meaning? Take bugs and they're out of each
other's fur. So bugs are insects. Bug is another word for insect. So like a cockroach, a bee, a spider. Well, a spider isn't a bug. It's an arachnid, but you get the point. A cricket, insect. That's a bug. A bug is an insect. And then dirt is like when you have a plant and then you plant it in this brown stuff, that's dirt, tierra. And then fur is like the thing that is covering the body of the animal, the hair of the animal, so to speak.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we were saying, number 1, why is this elephant moving its ears? Is it tired? Is it hot? Or is it afraid?
It's hot.
Letter B, it's hot. How do we know that it's hot?
Calor.
Tiene calor.
It's hot. So they said in the clue that when they do this, when they move their ears, that is going to help them stay cold. So if you're doing this, then it's probably hot. Just like we would sort of go like this with our hands, they do it with their ears. So yes, it's probably hot. That's letter B. Now, what about the horse? What is the horse doing when it's showing its teeth? Is it smiling? Is it laughing? Or is it smelling something?
Smelling
It's smelling something.
It's smelling something. So it's going like, but it has to show the teeth to use the nose. Very good. So that's letter C for number 2. What about number 3? Do we see some giraffes like going like this with their necks? What are they doing?
They're fighting.
They're fighting. Very good. So we said giraffes don't use their fists because they don't have any. So instead they use their very long neck. Very good. And then
Están enamoradas también.
maybe they're in love. Ah,
They're
that's so
in
nice,
love.
Lupita. The giraffes are trying to kill each other, and then Lupita's like, no, they love each other. I hope they do. I hope they do. Very, very good. All right, number 4. Let's look at the frog. So the frog is doing something funky, like growing something here. What is it doing? Is it drinking? Is it singing? Or is it eating something?
Singing.
It's
singing.
singing.
It's
Singing.
singing.
It's singing.
Singing. In case you hadn't seen this verb before, sing. That's when you listen to some music and you're like, and then you start singing. You start making sounds with your mouth. All right, very good. And then number 5, what are these monkeys doing?
They're cleaning.
They're cleaning each other.
Cleaning each other.
They're cleaning each other. Very good, because they're very good friends. And then usually after they clean each other, they'll take the bug that they clean and they'll eat it because, you know, they're gross. But yes, they're good friends and they're cleaning each other. Fantastic. All right, you guys. So looking at the answers for this quiz, what do you see about the verbs? Do you see anything similar about the verbs? Fighting, dancing, playing?
Finish in
ing.
ing.
Yes,
ing.
exactly. So they
ING.
end in ing. And when we have a verb that ends in ing, that is called the present continuous. In Spanish, we know it as gerundio. So let's talk a little bit about the present continuous before the class is over. We'll do a few exercises tomorrow, but let's get into the theory of it a little bit while we still have some time. We have like a few minutes. So what is the present continuous? I'm going to use the present continuous for things or for actions that are happening right now in this moment. That's why we call it continuous, because, well, we call it present continuous because it's happening in the present, but it's also happening during the entire time that I'm looking at it or the entire time that I'm paying attention to it. So things that are happening in this moment. What is the difference between the present and the present continuous? I can use the present for things that are routine. I can use it for things that are habits. I can use it for facts. The present continuous is more to describe what is happening right now, in this moment. No es lo mismo decir yo corro que decir estoy corriendo. Si yo digo yo corro, a lo mejor mi interpretación es, es una persona que corre seguido o que corre de forma rutinaria. Yo corro todos los sábados. Yo corro en las mañanas, right? So it's like it's a routine. As for the present continuous, estoy corriendo. En este instante que estoy hablando contigo, está pasando esto. Right now. So that's the present continuous. Le decimos gerundio en español. Y es la terminación, esta terminación ing, hagan de cuenta que es el ando yendo, corriendo, lavando, escribiendo, comiendo, etc. So that's the equivalent of the ing. The way that I'm going to use the present continuous is by following this structure. First, I'm going to have the subject. And you guys remember, the subject is the person or the thing doing the action. ¿Quién está haciendo la acción de la oración? ¿Quién es el responsable de la acción? The subject. So the subject can be I, you, we, she, he, they, etc. Or it can also just be a person. My mom, my brother, my sister, whoever is responsible for the action, that's going to be my subject. Next, I'm going to follow with the verb be. This is a very, very important, and it is something that people forget a lot, but it's not the present continuous if I don't have the verb be. So the verb be is going to depend on the subject. Aquí yo le pongo el verbo be, pero en ningún momento voy a poner be realmente, sino que voy a poner la forma del be que aplique dependiendo del sujeto. I am, he is, she is, we are, they are, etc. It's the verb be, but I'm using the form depending on the subject that I have. So I'm never going to say I be. No, I am, he is, we are, etc. I'm going to follow up with my actual verb, the actual action that is happening. And then this verb is going to have a little extra at the end, specifically ing. So following all of these rules, I can say, I am walking. Estoy caminando. Fíjense, mucha gente se le olvida poner el be y es bien común que me digan I walking. En español también se usa, chicos. Estoy caminando, right? So don't forget to use the be. Que no se les olvide. It is very common. He cooking, I walking. It's not correct if I forget about this. So right now, for instance, I said I'm walking, but I'm not really walking. In fact, I am sitting. I am sitting. I am talking right now. As you guys are here and I'm here and as we speak, I'm talking. I am wearing glasses. I am moving my hands. So all of these things are things that are happening right now. And that's why I'm using ing. So let's see if we can get a few examples. Yadira, what are you doing right now?
I am reading.
I am reading. Very good. Erika, what is Nancy doing?
She is having English class.
She is having English class. Very good. Notice how, since my subject changed, so did the form of the verb. So if I were to say she am having English class, incorrect. Let's do one more before we go. Corina, what is, what am I doing?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, what am I doing right now?
You are giving a class.
Okay, you are giving or you are teaching, let's say, you are teaching English class. So notice how in every single one of these, my verb changes, the form of the verb be changes, but it's still the verb be, always. And then my main verb, the actual action, has ing at the end. So that's the present continuous. We will continue learning a little bit more about the present continuous tomorrow, but for now, I will let you guys go and get some dinner. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good
bye.
night.
Good night.